Welcome to the Shantae Nicole podcast, and I just want to volunteer some information, and I hope and pray it's a blessing to you. Success takes time. We live in a social media world, and internet is getting faster and faster, so information is spreading faster and faster. And unfortunately, sometimes the loudest people can sometimes be the most negative people. So I want to make a positive video and balance some of this out. Okay, so this video is a little messy. Buckle up. Success takes time. It's important to look at people and get inspired by people, but every single person, path, journey, trials, tribulations, highs, lows, whatever that looks like for you is going to be different. It's not going to be identical. That's why it's not good to look at these celebrities and worship them and make them your idols, right? I'll use Snoop as an example. Snoop always smokes weed and he's constantly high, right? And I see people influenced by it. They're always high. Like some people are so high you've never seen them sober, and you think their highness is their real personality, but it's not, right? And so, but Snoop has a whole team that makes him Snoop and keeps him Snoop. But that's not going to work for the average person. The average person cannot grow like that. Like sometimes people feel guilt or shame or anxiety, loneliness, depression, whatever that looks like. And then sometimes people will self-medicate and they get high and they stay high and they feel the high coming down. They get high again and they're smoking weed like it's Newport 100s, right? Everybody has the ability to be rich, successful, powerful, have a legacy. But it's going to look different for every single person because God gave us all purpose. Some people are meant to be leaders. Some people are meant to be followers of a good leader. Some people are meant to create their own team. Some people are meant to be a good team player, right? And so when you're high and you're under the influence, God cannot speak to you. It's not what we say yes to, it's what we say no to. God is leading my steps. If you're familiar with any of my content, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs or anything of that nature, right? And so, can I tell you a true story? Because this podcast is messy. So, I appreciate my single mothers. I used to be one. I'm an empty nester now, right? He has his father. And so, I call one of my friends up. And I'm like, hey, girl, okay, I'm empty nesting, and they have, beautiful children. And I say, let's get out the house. Now, I'm always the designated driver because I don't drink. But this is how good God is. So I understand that my friend has beautiful children. So I don't stay out, to the event is over. I leave maybe 30 to 45 minutes before the event is over because, people are kicking it and having fun and living their best life. But little did I know that it would be extremely foggy out. Message, right? And so I'm sober. I'm the designated driver. I get in the car and it's hard for me to see. Plus, we're downtown. It's a lot of one way. So I'm like, wow, this is crazy. I'm sober and it's challenging to see because it's so much fog. So this is how good Jesus is. So I'm talking to my friend and I said, I'm going to have to pray to God and I'm going to have to drive and rely on faith because that's how foggy it was. And I had to get on the highway to take us home, right? And so it's so foggy that I can't really see anything in front of me. And they're trying to talk to me and they're nervous about the fog. And I said, you just got to trust me because we got to trust God because this is what faith is. Faith is like being in a car. The road is pitch black. It's foggy out or there's no street lights and you can't see anything in front of you, but you just got to hear his voice. And you got to have faith. This is what they call blind faith. You got to have faith that he's going to get you safe to your destination. And that's exactly what happened. But I said that to say, when people talk about being equally yoked, it's not just about husband and wife and fiance and baby mama and baby daddy and whatever that looks like for you. Equally yoked is every single relationship in your life. It could be business, personal, blood relatives, family is who you make it with, right? Because when you're equally yoked with someone, they're going to have your back. What's understood doesn't need to be explained. It's like, hey, you can kick it, you can have fun, you need a break from the kids, right? And I'm going to be the designated driver. I'm going to be aware of the surroundings. I'm going to get us home safe. That's how life is. And so I want to volunteer this information because people put a lot of bad information out there. And I needed to balance it out, right? Because all of your relationships are important. And if you cannot manage, your friendships, your family, your blood relatives, your business partners, etc., you will not be prepared to be a wife. You will not be prepared to be a husband, right? Because no one is 10 out of 10. You have to allow room for grace. You have to give people mercy. You have to be understanding. You have to give forgiveness, right? And so people have to be able to trust you, and to be able to trust you to say you are who you say you are and to show up for them, right? And so always remember that people who love you, they love all of you, and they will accept your weaknesses and they will accept your strengths. And when you fall down, they will grab you by the hand and they will pull you up. A family that prays together stays together. God bless you. Jesus Christ loves you. And I hope and pray that this message has been a blessing to you. Welcome to the Shantae Nicole Podcast. Bye-bye.